If you want to experience the latest Android 17 on your PC without setting up a dual boot system or installing another operating system, then this video is for you. In this video, I'll show you how to get a full-fledged Android experience on your PC without relying on any third-party OS. We will be doing this entirely through Android Studio, which is an official tool provided directly by Google, and the setup process is surprisingly simple and straightforward. So without any further ado, let's get started. First, just open any browser, then search for Android Studio. Just go with the first link. In the top section, you will see this big Download Android Studio button. Just click the download button, then scroll to the end and accept every term and click on download, and the download will start automatically. Once the download has been completed, just click on open file and close the browser. This software installation process is pretty straightforward. Just next until you see this checkbox, start Android Studio and then just finish. After a few seconds, Android Studio will open automatically. Here just click Don't Send and the Android Studio welcome screen appears. Just click on Next, go with Standard, Next again. Here you will need to download components and the Android emulator. Just accept and click Next. The downloading components start automatically. Once that is complete, just click on Finish. Then just click on the drop-down More Actions and go with Virtual Device Manager. After a few seconds, you will be showing up Allow at b.exe, just allow them. Then just click on Create Virtual Device. Here you will see all devices names and the form factor. For the PC use and the landscape experience, I will recommend using a tablet or Android TV. For this time, I will use the tablet, and in the device section, I will choose Pixel tablet. Then just click on Next. In the API dropdown, just choose the Android 17 Fitment one. And make sure in the services dropdown you will be choosing with Play Store. And to use the virtual environment, we need to install the system image. Click on the small download icon and the SDK components are starting installing. Once that is complete, click on Finish. Then click on Additional Settings. Here, scroll a bit. So now we need to provide some RAM for this virtual device. Well, in every virtual device, it is always recommended provide half of your actual RAM. But as you can see, I have a 32 GB of RAM. I think it is gonna be might be good 8 GB for this tablet. In CPU core, I have an 8 core processor, so I am going to provide 6 cores because providing more cores gives you a smoother experience. In the internal storage section, you have to provide some variants like 32, 64, 128, 256, etc. But in my use case, I think 64 is more than enough. And in the startup, make sure it will be set to landscape. Default boot is quick. Then just click on Finish. After finishing, if you have not enabled the hypervisor platform like me, just click on Enable. Then just click Enable and restart now, because without a restart, it will not be affected on your system. So the restart has been completed. Open Start and search Android Studio and open it. Then just click on the More Actions drop down and choose Virtual Device Manager. And here you will see the error has disappeared. Now just click on this small play icon to start your Android 17 tablet. In the first boot, it will take some time. After a few seconds, you will see the Google Boot logo. In our first boot, it might feel laggy. After completing the update, it will be smooth. And now you will be able to use the full Android 17 tablet experience. You can customize your notifications, check about settings and the new Android 17 puzzle logo. You can also use the Site Tools navigation bar. It's too easy to use if you're facing any difficulty. The buttons are very helpful. You can log in with your Google account in the Play Store and are able to install any application for testing and experiencing the Android experience on PC. Everyday apps are easy to use by using a keyboard and mouse without any issues. But in games, you will face some problems and you are not able to use heavy graphic-intensive games like BGMI or COD Mobile, but these lightweight games are easy to handle for your virtual tablet. Some games support keyboard and mouse like this game, but some games are not supported, and you will need to use your mouse as a finger gesture. Also, if you wanted to rotate your device, you click on here and your device will rotate. Also, as always, this type of sensor-based games are not working. And if you wanted to close this virtual machine, just click on this small X icon and your device state will be saved. So yeah, that's it for today's video. If you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.